back to my YouTube channel. Business can be pretty ugly. We are on episode number 7. We will go up to episode 10 with this season, and then we will end this season and start with season 2. My goal in this season was to have some guest speakers, but with this whole COVID-19 thing going on, that is not possible. But I can promise you, because I'm believing that this is going to be over soon, that in season 2 we will have some guest speakers that will share their experiences on the ugly and the pretty side of being a business owner. But the pretty side always trumps the ugly side. So today I want to talk about investing, and as a business owner, how important it is to invest in your business and invest in yourself. I get a lot of DMs, emails, people scheduling calls with me about using my services. But when it comes down to the investing part, they're like, oh, I didn't know it was going to be that much. Oh, I have a budget of $200 to have a full-blown book edited. Not possible. Oh, I only have this. And I get that, you know, some people are on a budget. Some people don't have the means as far as being able to start a business right away. I understand that. But you have to know how to do it the smart way. So I'm going to give you a couple of tips on this episode about how to invest in your business and in yourself before you officially open your business up. Okay? So tip number 1, let me get some water real quick. Hold on. While I'm stuck in the house, I'm trying to make sure I stick with my goals of drinking my water and working out. So I did my workout this morning, and you know, I just constantly drink my water throughout the day. So first thing I want you to do is to create a budget, and within your budget, figure out where you are spending money, where you should not be spending money. So we're not even going to think about this whole COVID-19 that's going on, how a lot of people are not really spending money. Let's rewind back to when we were able to go outside and just spend money wherever we wanted to spend money. When you would get up on your normal day, what are you spending money on? Are you stopping at Starbucks and getting coffee every morning? Are you stopping at Chick-fil-A and getting breakfast in the morning? Are you stopping at Dunkin' Donuts, McDonald's? All of these places, are you spending money every morning on breakfast and coffee or tea? Something that maybe you could make inside your house. If you sit down and add up how much money you may be spending in the morning on breakfast and coffee, can that be eliminated? Can it be eliminated? And can those funds go into a pot for you saving up to invest in your business? So sit down, go through your bank account. I did this one year back in 2016, and I really wanted to see where all my money was going. So I sit down one day and I went through my bank account for just 30 days. It was just a 30-day overlook at my bank account and one of my credit cards that I had. And when I looked through it, everything was either me eating out or buying a pair of tennis shoes. And at that time, I was working, this is when I was working for someone, I worked like probably a 5-minute walk from the Under Armour store. And I love Under Armour, especially their shoes when it comes down to working out. And I would walk up there and buy stuff all the time. I was eating out. Like for breakfast, that was no worry, because I would always bring my breakfast to work. I would bring some oatmeal or a smoothie or something to work. But when it came down to lunch and dinner, by the time I got home from work, I didn't feel like cooking, so I would order something for me and my son. I would pick up something on the way. We would go to a restaurant. For 30 days straight, I spent over $600 on eating out. And when I saw that, I said to myself, that money could have clearly went somewhere else. It could have gone somewhere else. So I had to sit back and think about what my goals were. If I really wanted to start a business and I really wanted to leave my 9 to 5, I had to stop spending so much. And that's exactly what I did. I cut back on spending, eating out for lunch and eating out for dinner and just eating out on the weekends, especially when I had food in my house. So that's one way you could do. Go take a look at your bank account, 30 days, 3 months, 6 months. Look at your bank account. Where are you spending money at, and where can you cut back at? Another thing, go through your closet. What clothes and shoes are sitting in your closet that you do not wear, don't plan on wearing again? Sell them. Have a yard sale if it's possible. Go onto one of those sites like, I believe it's like Etsy or Poshmark. I can't remember because I don't use them, but go on there, sell your clothes. Facebook, they have a marketplace on there. Post your clothes, post your shoes, you know. Do something creative and get rid of stuff that's just taking up room in your house that can kind of generate money to you. What else can you do? Do you have a hobby? Do you like to bake? Even though baking may not be the business that you want to go into, but do you know you can bake cookies and cupcakes and stuff? Do that. Sell that on the side. In the meantime, to use it to save money and to put to the side to invest in your business. Get really creative on the ways that you can invest into yourself and in your business before you actually start going out trying to hire coaches and all of these other people. And then when you get on a call with them and they tell you, oh, I start at a minimum of $5,000 a month, and you're sitting there looking crazy. But by this time, when you cut back on spending your money at these places, or when you started purging your items in your house and started selling them, you could have almost had that $5,000 or whatever the amount may be set to the side. Start saving. Do a savings account to where you don't have access to it. Like I have a Capital One savings account. I can't get to it when I need it because there's no Capital One around my way. Only way I can get the money is if I transfer it, and then that takes 2 to 3 business days. So if I need the money that day or want it that day, because it's really not a need, but if I want it that day, I can't get it that day. Get yourself a savings account with a bank that is not located in your area where you can just drive up to an ATM and take money out. Have automatic withdrawals come out, and label that bank account investment account, or label it as business account, business savings account, saving for my future, or whatever. Get creative with the name of it. So every time you are putting money inside of that bank account, or every time you even think about taking money out, when you go to that account, you will see the name of it, and you'll see the reason why that money is in there. And maybe it will encourage you not to take the money out. I'll be honest with you, even when in 2016 was a year I was talking to one of my former coworkers, and we both was like, we just wanted to leave our job and do something for ourselves. Like we wanted to start a business. And everyone that I talked to as far as to help me market and get myself out there, their prices was just not what I wanted. And I was like, I'm not paying that, or I'm not paying that, and I'm not paying that. And now as a business owner, I see why they were charging it. They were charging their worth. But it wasn't that I couldn't afford it. I wasn't willing to cut back on a lot of things that I needed to cut back on. So when I really got serious in early 2017, and I hired a writing coach because I knew I was a good writer, but I wanted to learn more about this industry than what I knew. And over the years since I've been writing, I learned more and more and more, because I don't care what level you're on, it's always something more for you to learn. And with this writing coach, she taught me a lot, but she was the first person that I gave my money to. And I got something out of it. Because years before, I did invest into this lady who was supposed to be like a PR person, etc. And that's a whole nother episode of who to trust and who not to trust. But in 2017, I really started investing. And after I finished working with my writing coach, I hired a business coach. So 2017 was the year of investment for me. I was investing in everything I needed to invest into in order to make sure that my business is where it is today. And you don't get a business. I don't care what no one says. People, you will see all over Facebook. It takes nothing to start a business, $0. You have to invest. Even if you are going to join one of them business like paparazzi, which is all good, to each his own, you still have to invest in the kit. So don't let people fool you and say, oh, you can start a business with me and you don't have to put any money out there. You have to put money out there for every type of business. You need supplies. You know, you need a lot of stuff in order to start a business. So don't let people trick you into thinking, oh, you don't have to do this. You know, it's not true. So I'm in this episode in shortly because I just really wanted to get in you guys' head about how important it is to invest. Because if I did not truly invest in 2017 in myself and in my business, I would not be here where I am today. This YouTube channel would not have been created. None of this would have happened. So I just want to put a plug in your ear and let you know that you have to invest. It's not possible. It's not possible to start a business without you investing, whether it's investing in yourself spiritually and getting your mind right, investing financially. You're going to have to kick some money out there. So don't be afraid. Before you want to jump out there and jump in the deep end of the pool, dip your toe in there first. Start looking at your budget. Write down what you need for everything. Start doing your research. How much is it going to cost for this? How much is it going to cost for that? How much is the cost for this? And it may just be estimates when it comes down to cost, but at least you will know that this is how much I need to get this started. This is what I need to do this. You have a blueprint of exactly what it is that you need to do. Sit down, take the time out to do it. And this is probably the perfect time. A lot of us are stuck home, even though some of us are still working from home. After we finish working, we can't go anywhere. So use this time wisely. Sit down, write everything out, because investing in yourself is the pretty side of business. That is the side of business that you will start to see everything that you sowed come to light. You know, you're going to start reaping your harvest because of what you sowed into yourself and into your business. The ugly side come in is when you start hearing those prices of what people are going to charge you and you don't have any money to put out there. That's the ugly side, but that's a really small side. You want to be on the pretty side to where they say, okay, I'm going to charge you this. And you're like, okay, let me just go ahead and invest in myself. Let me sow my seed now. Let me pay my dues now. And then later, it'll all come. Your harvest will be there. You know, it may be raining right now, but you know, seeds only grow when it gets wet inside the rain. So invest in yourself. I hope you guys learned something from this episode, a little tidbit. I will be back on episode 8. I'm not sure what episode 8 is going to be about, but I will be back probably within a week. Share, subscribe. Thank you guys so much. You enjoy the rest of your day.